Hello, you lovely people. Welcome to this video about money making in Trailblazer. So, a lot of people in the league have never been an Ironman before, they have never been area restricted before, so they've been asking, how do I make money early on? I just can't seem to do it. Hopefully, I got some answers. So just before we get started here, I noticed the majority of you aren't subscribed, and that's cool. If you don't want to be, don't do it. But if you like this video, you want to see more content from me, it really helps me know that. So feel free to leave a subscription, guys. Thanks. And I'm going to preface this. Before I go into these methods, these are for early game. Before you have access to high level PVM, even mid-level PVM. And before you have access to the best money maker in Ironman, high level alchemy. High level alchemy is going to be your bread and butter. You need to stockpile nature runes as much as you can and start doing it. This is all leading up to that. As soon as you have a high level alch and you can get those items in, that's where your money's going to come from. Now, some of these methods you could do post that, but just consider that when I'm talking about these methods going forward. We'll start with Misthalin and Karamja. We all have access to them. First, and everyone should have done this, do the Stronghold of Security. That's 10,000 gold right away. You can use that to fill some runes to get that high level alchemy level. You can do it to get some basic gear. That 10,000 gold is invaluable early on, and it's so easy to do. You can do it at level 3. You could also try smithing. Now, because of the XP rate, smithing and mining in Trailblazer is very, very quick. You can get to steel longswords pretty fast, and you can sell them in the sword shop in Varrock for a decent amount of money. And then when you hit level 48 smithing, steel plate bodies sell to Holvik in Varrock for about 1200 GP each. It's great money early on if you can get to that level. If you're looking at me and saying, I really don't want to smith early on, then try your hand at fletching. It won't be as much per item, but it probably is a little faster. Just fletch the best longbow or shortbow you can, sell it in small quantities to a shop, Hot Worlds, small quantities. This is the most money you'll be able to get. Do that, you'll get a small cash stack early, and that's just until you unlock the next areas, which have a few more options. And we'll go into that now. Starting with Kandarin. Now, talking about that fletching methods, in Kandarin, in Seer's Village, you unlock flax. Now, flax can go into bowstring. Bowstrings can make the full bows, and they sell for a lot more to stores. About double the amount, if not more, for each bow. So I'd recommend keeping up the fletching. That's how I made my early money. Just give it a go. If you're really fed up with fletching, however, go and thieve. Thieving is so easy early on. Thieve from silk stalls. That's about 1680 gold pieces per inventory, and sell back to the silk trader. It's easy money, and then when you get your thieving up, you can start thieving from RD Knights. Now, early on, this is not going to be great money, but the later your thieving gets, the more money you're going to get, up to around 250,000 gold an hour. Now, in Asgardia, I could recommend the Ham storage rooms. These give a lot of jewelry, and you can sell them to Port Sarim for a decent amount of money early on. Additionally, and this is going to sound a little weird, you could try Pest Control. Now, Pest Control gives you 10 times your combat level in gold at the end of the game. So you can start at level 40, get 400 gold a game. Each game will last around 5 minutes, so it's not the best, but it's better than nothing. If you're in the desert, I'd recommend just going to the agility pyramid. At 30 agility, you can go there, and you can get some decent money. Normal Ironmen do this without the restrictions. It's okay money throughout the entire game. And of course, if you don't fancy the agility pyramids, you may be a bit burnt out of it, go on Blackjack. Blackjacking is okay money and fantastic thieving XP, so give that a shot. Tiranoon and the Fremnik province generally have the exact same methods as Kandarin. You can get flax from both areas and just fletch them. It's pretty much the best shot you have early on. Tiranoon in Preface, you do have the silk stalls, so I'd recommend going to them and stealing those again. It's decent money, but again, flax is available in both these areas. Get fletching, it's the best for early on for those. The Wilderness probably has the best money maker early on. Inside the lava maze, there is a steel plate body spawn and an earth battle staff spawn. Collecting a full inventory of them and selling them to Horvik and Zaf respectively can yield you about 25 to 35,000 gold per inventory. That is very good before you can high alch. And speaking of high alch, in the Wilderness, if you go to the Fountain of Rune, that's infinite runes. So high alching in the Wilderness is better than anywhere else because you're not spending any runes on it. And lastly, we'll talk about Mauritania. I'd highly recommend doing temple tracks to get bowstring and you can fletch with those. Additionally, from temple treks, you can get iron and coal, which again, as I said before, you can smith, get those plate bodies, sell them off. At a pinch, you could kill snails and craft snelms and sell them to general stores. They're worth about 150 to 200 gold pieces each. It's not fantastic, but it's okay money. The one thing I'd say about Mauritania, do not sell to the general store in Canifis. He buys really low, so don't do it. You'll waste a lot of your time. And that about wraps up this video. If you have any methods I missed or you want to share, comment down below. I'd love to hear them because I'm always looking myself. And if you have anything you want me to research and talk about, then again, comment, let me know. I'd be happy to do it. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time, you lovely people.